In fact, right now, let's head into a recent heart-pounding pacing event as a group of all ladies take center stage over the half-mile oval. Make sure you keep your eye on number 6, Apple Hanover, who happens to be one of the longest shots on the board at over 30-1.
They're off center of the racetrack. There goes Michelle's Jazz, Zulu Warrior Hanover toward the inside, rushing through Keystone Kenzie. Suddenly Royal is there at the rail. They race on the turn. Zulu Warrior Hanover on the outside up after the lead. They go to the backstretch. Keystone Kenzie, Zulu Warrior Hanover, Suddenly Royal with the rail. Here comes Cardiff with a rush. They race up the backstretch on the way toward the quarter, and Zulu Warrior Hanover on the outside battles Keystone Kenzie right there, Suddenly Royal. Dropping in was Cardiff in fourth. They go by the opening quarter now, 27-1. Zulu Warrior Hanover on the outside up after the lead. Keystone Kenzie back to second, Suddenly Royal third. In fourth is Cardiff, 3 lengths in Chanadiva. Then it's Michelle's Jazz, Apple Hanover, and Ellie on the move. They make their way by the stands now, coming over toward the half. Up front, that's a Zulu Warrior Hanover by about a length and a half. Keystone Kenzie. Suddenly Royal is racing in third, and Suddenly Royal is not going to stay third. Comes to the outside as they go by the half in 55 seconds into that turn. Suddenly Royal is up after Zulu Warrior Hanover. They race on that turn over toward the backstretch, and Suddenly Royal on the outside is up to get the lead. Zulu Warrior Hanover back to second. In third, that's Keystone Kenzie, who comes to the outside in front of Cardiff. They race up the backstretch. Suddenly Royal pulls away. Now it was up 3 lengths. Into second, Keystone Kenzie. Zulu Warrior drops back third. In fourth, Michelle's Jazz. Cardiff doesn't have it. Backs through the field. They go by 3/4, 123 and 4/5. Suddenly Royal, Keystone Kenzie. Inside, Zulu Warrior Hanover, Michelle's Jazz on the outside. Off the rail is Apple Hanover. They come toward the top of the stretch and turn for home, and Suddenly Royal's out there by 2 lanes. Suddenly Royal drifts to the outside, makes a break. They're turning for home, and inheriting that lead was Keystone Kenzie, Michelle's Jazz, Apple Hanover on the outside, coming toward the wire. Apple Hanover coming fast. Apple Hanover gets up. Keystone Kenzie and Michelle's Jazz in 153 and 4.
Apple Hanover sat next to last for most of the mile, but finds herself first as they cross the finish line. She won by a neck over Keystone Kenzie in 153 and 4. Apple Hanover, who's a 4-year-old daughter of Well Said, paid $65 to win for owners Ian K. Stable and David King. I stopped by Eddie Dennis's barn to learn more about this pacing lass in this edition of Heather on the Spot. Eddie, tell me about the race. She came from way back, and the bettors didn't seem to have very much faith in her either.
Yeah, I don't know why she went off such long odds. She's been very competitive in that class. I was looking maybe to leave out of there, that start there, and when I looked over, everybody was leaving, and I decided to take back, and starting up the backside, I found myself sitting last. When I'm coming around the last turn, in the paddock turn, then I'm in contention to win, and she done the rest from there. It just worked out really good.
She's been very special to you because you actually got her as a baby, right?
Yeah, I bought 2 fillies that year. I bought one Dish Hanover and this one Apple Hanover, and I told my wife when I got home, I said the reason I bought them is because I could spell them when I dropped them in. I said it was easy. I learned them words in kindergarten, so I couldn't mess up dropping in. But yeah, we got her as a yearling. My partner, he went up with me, Dave King, and we stood there at the ring for probably 2 hours or 2.5 hours, and he says to me, "Are we going to bid on anything?" I said, "Yeah, Dave." I said, "But nothing's just kind of struck my fancy, you know." And so we waited another 5 minutes, and this filly walked by, and he says, "What about this mare here?" And I looked at her and looked at her pedigree, and I said, "Well, I know the one horse there. I've kind of followed it through the Sire Stakes when he raced." I said, "Yeah, let's bid on this filly." And ended up, he done the bidding, and we got her for $11,000.
Wow, that's a great story.
Yeah.
It's a great story. You can spell like her name easily, and you got her for 11 grand. Can't beat that.
I've never missed dropping her in.
So she just matched her lifetime mark.
Yes.
And as they say, is there any more gas left in the tank? Can she go any faster?
Yeah, she's been faster as her days racing the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes. She raced very well in there for me as a 2- and 3-year-old. She's always on her game when she goes on the track. She likes to do her work. She's just a sweetheart to drive, and I just love racing her and having her around. I mean, I'd like to have 5 more like her, and I'd be good to go.
Thanks, Eddie. Congratulations.
Thank you.